Well, I guess. That helps somewhat. That helps somewhat. So, this part is just going to be me putting these books away. Some of these fairly close boxes. I don't know how the microphone is. This is the new laptop I just got. I'll get the computer in a bit. Oh, no, I just took one off that. All right. Should we do that? All right. Off filters. Categories. Books. So all I'm doing here is just adding books in boxes where I fit them, ones I just listed. So I scroll down the app. No wonder why that's columns wrong. And find the SKU, or the SKU is, and if it's blank, chances are it's a new book listing. And both those are going to be too big, so I'll go on the hallway shelf. Hopefully I don't start seizing. So from today's video and yesterday, right, I was just starting to feel something coming on. The mouse broke. Okay. To today, where I was going to go out, go hit some stores. I was also waiting on FedEx to get here with the computers. And I decided not to because I was just getting into little points where I was just sneezing like crazy. So, no need to make it worse. So I stayed here, did a lot of sneezing. It'd be nice if I can get most of all these in here. And that's why I'll wait until I get like 4 stacks like this. I can't see that from that angle. 4 stacks like that, maybe a little taller. And I'll just get them all done at once. I can hear the laptop fan spinning around. I put the settings on max when plugged in. It's doing what it can. As long as it's doing what I paid for to be doing. Yeah. Master. P8. So I was going to do this as just a regular video for the computer. Actually, not really much of it. It's going to be like, hey, that's my new computer, 20 seconds. And just post that in like one of my random what's sold or sourcing videos. Like, you know what? I got to do this work. Let's do a live putting this away, and I'll already be here at the table. So I will open the box up right here. And it worked out pretty good in my head so far. Got to get through this. Way of karate. So this will go in. Try to go right there. Okay. It's a $75 book, paid $1.50 for, I think. $30. Here comes a sneeze. Maybe not. Masters. That's the other one that was looking to find. There we go. This Masters book. That was $75. B8. No. B11. Aging. B17. This. B18. And those. All right. Clear. Looks like 2 sales actually came in. We already have 2 notifications of something. Awaiting payment. I don't like that. Comes Rocket. Oh, that's actually the cabinet cards that I got at the estate sale where I got all the cassettes and stuff. I tossed all those albums all. I put the cabinet cards in like lots of kids and then women and family and men, however I did it. And eventually just put it up for auction. Someone came in and I'm getting my money back on them. That's about it from what I spent. I just wasn't going to tinker with them, get that stuff going. Someone can use it. But interestingly enough, well, not really, but the guy who ran that sale was having another one in a town about 20 minutes west of here. I'm going to put a video up on YouTube. And I'll go there on Sunday at like the last day and get 50, 75% off. There were some good sections of books that looked like they were older dust jacket look. And if I saw, because I couldn't make it out with the video and pausing and all that, but what I saw was at least an Ian, and then it looks like an F. So Ian Fleming's 007. So if any of those are older 007 Ian Fleming books, $100 each. So I don't know. That's where I'll go and just get an extra discount. While I'm there, I might as well find stuff that will sell. I mean, hardcover would probably be $2. But anyhow. And paperbacks, I just put it all in a couple bags and I just get a big deal on it and see whatever other interesting things there are I can also get from them. So I can find out, spin right, type this in your own search thing. You can go on with Scanner Darkly. This book right here. It's about a $300 X library. It's a first edition, non-book club. I don't know, maybe $1. So that is going in B26. So unfortunately, the quality of this webcam, I could just see by, I don't know, it might be just the display that I'm looking at my own image on. May not be quality display, but it's still pretty low end. And this one, use this as some padding for that karate book. So some front, so that the karate book isn't like have any chance of really getting the dust jacket scuffed up. Bullet, BULO. Is that 2 on that one? One. Take a bullet. Goes B30. Oh man. Okay. So I am going to go to so if I can just get all those cards to the one person for $50, I'm just messaging them because they didn't bid on one, so they're getting 3 of the 4, like $18. Whatever the shipping was, it came up something really ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want them to auto pay and then have to. Well, I'll figure it out. They get a deal, and I got to save a few cabinet cards. So a little bit after 12, books are put away. Besides these, as we go up there for now. This can go on airplane. I can go up there. That was the same dance. All right. So time to get this box up here. I don't know how I'm gonna move the laptop around. Well, I might be able to just open it up on the chair. This is not a setup for opening up computers. Or well, this will work. All right. Box number 1 is going to turn into a smaller box. When gravity is defeating you, you play its own game against it. So I don't know if what's actually showing. At least know that I have a case. It's most likely this. There's a fire cables. Looks like a tripod or tripod feet or something. Might be right. I don't know. Now, that is a thumbs up right there. That is a massive thumbs up by that seller to do that. So people can either pull it straight out, straight up, and there's a handle instead of having to have to grab their arms all the way in there. These are rock biter hands. They're not computer pulling hands. So at least I have 2 boxes. And this right here. So this is sharp. It is a butter knife. It's like a really, really fine tip butter knife that works great for peeling stickers off. where you want to go. One of those little magnetic dust shield things. Which works fine. And go there. That can go there. All right. Hey, really? Interesting, Mark. Huh. Fancy. I don't know what actually brought you in to come and see this exact one of all. I found my tea. I'm a little under the weather. Basically, yesterday and today, I felt a little more today. Stuffy, sneezing. "25, 30 degrees, a couple miles from Lake Erie." All right. Yeah. I was live another time for putting books away, just kind of try live out. That was, 2 weeks ago. And then I got this. It's pretty monster sales, actually months, but one day was like 1,500. It's in my recent videos. And so that was enough to give me that nudge to look for a different computer. And the one I have now, I'm not going to get everything exactly. It's a 16 gig D5 3700X AMD or Ryzen, and like an RX 670, something like that, or what my older one was. So that was already like 5-6 years behind when I got that 3-4 years ago. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know if it was like a pattern that I just had a bunch of, or I don't remember which pattern they were, but I made sure that they were strong, beefy ones like you asked for. So this is what you really can't see that, and that halo's not going to do any justice, is it? Not until I get this off. Well, at least they do that. We've got that little sheet on it. Yeah, so I figured I just do, because this really doesn't fall or comport within my typical videos. So I figured I'd just do one of these because I'm going to have to take it out of the box anyhow. And it's pretty exciting to open up a box with a new computer in it. Let's make a video about it. And however this turns out is how it turns out. And I was just going to talk to myself anyhow. So my older one, is it definitely needed updated. And I went from a 1 terabyte that was in that one hard drive, platter drive, and that seized. Then I reinstalled on like a 250 SSD, that black screen. And then like 2-3 months ago, I had another 128 that I installed 10 on, just to always have something that has 10 on it. So it's amazing. 128 gig SSD, you can't really do a whole lot compared to 20 years ago, right? Or 10 years ago, for that matter. But what's inside here? There's a PCIe, this little hard drive thing right here. I actually have another one. Let me find it. Found one that came in. It was like in a box, or a box of DVDs or something I got. DVMI, or whatever they are. Yeah, here it is. If you're still here. Oh, wow. So I got that. See, I know this quality is real bad with that camera. So WD Blue. Three. You know what? I have my phone. All right. Yeah, I don't remember. You'd have to send me a picture on. I'm still trying to find my tea. It's over here. If I remember right, they might be SSS MediaMan Colonial Boston, but I don't remember which ones, if that was them or not. So this is a WD Blue 3D NAND SATA SSD M2 2280, 26th November 2020. So I mean, this is already 5 years old, and it is a 100T 2B. Might be 2 TB. I don't know. But this was in with like a case of a CD or a DVD or something. So I kept it. A little hard drive. So what else is in here? I don't know what's on there because there's no sticker. And it's a water cooled. I don't know the brand. I don't know the exact specs on the brand. And just hopefully it doesn't give me a system beep. I'm gonna fire it up. But RAM is 8 gig. So it's 32 gig. Try to see these clock speeds here. 12,000 U, 1113B1. Samsung. So probably just your standard mass RAM. I don't think I need RAM for speed, but you never know what the motherboard can take. I mean, these things can take so much anymore. I don't know what one's in there. There's a GeForce RTX 2070 Super, like President's Edition, I think is what the listing shows on what it is. LED fans. I mean, I'm not super duper big about it, but the radiator on the front, I suppose, because so does it exhaust that way? Because on the way on how the radiator is. Because if it was going this way, then we can't see a whole lot more. So the inlet outlet hoses going to the radiator. It's a thick radiator though. There's an NVMe, right? It's a thick radiator. So it probably stays cool enough, but since it's going that way, I very highly, well, let's look at the orientation of the sticker. Yeah, it looks like is this all induction? So these are pulling in. This one's pulling out. Oh, these are pulling in. So it's pulling in this hot air, pushing the hot air right back over. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. It kind of does, but it really does what it does. I'm not going to like overclock it or anything. But I would say, oh yeah, there's a Wi-Fi card. Oh, that's what those things are. I mean, it's gonna be hardwired anyhow. These are Wi-Fi antennas. Those are big Wi-Fi antennas. I mean, that's probably every other card that's out there, but still a decent card, $50. A good, decent card. But this will be. I won't use this for. This won't be. This will be hardline. Sure thing. That's all this was going to be, is just an unboxing of me opening this up and just kind of looking at it and figuring things out. And it's just going to get plugged in, and I got to update all the, update programs and all that stuff. I mean, my stream's going to end in 5 minutes anyhow. Just so people can see what I got. I don't know how good of a card that is. It's the size of this card, maybe two of them. Yeah, that's a whole side screw there. But if you're whomever clicked on this video and you're clicking at this point now, I've replaced train horns. Yeah, they come out from 3 feet away. I can go open up the door. I mean, there's none right now if I hear them. But usually at this, well, no, it's 8:30. Bach, if you're, I don't know if you can actually connect to, because I couldn't as me as a viewer going to someone else's channel and through chat to be able to click their name to go to the profile. But if you can, Mark Golick, Classic Computers, who's there, I think he dipped out. Very, very, very interesting guy. I've known him. We've never met, but I used to do very, very not much back in 2011, 12, 13, right around there. I was on something called Ustream, and I'd be on there every once in a while, just doing like science talk and stuff. And Ustream was a different platform, like a lot of platforms now. And Mark was a moderator. But what he's into, though, like he's into cars. He goes to the car shows all the time. He's out in LA area, Panoma, I think. Matter of fact, he's maybe a couple blocks from another media seller. You may know the other one. His name is 510 Books. I forget his name. I haven't really watched his in a while. But strange connection there. But Mark is into this like music, guitars. He has all kinds of like famous people guitars, and he's or also had pianos and different types of cars. Like he had Marilyn Monroe's hearse. One time, I mean, he's the one you'd want to talk to about all those cool stories he has. He's got a bunch. Interesting guy. Long goatee, long hair, like an average Joe kind of looking guy. But when you see him, like, yeah, he likes cars and guitars. I just never realized that, Mark. Maybe that's why you got that. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. My voice, I don't know this equipment. This is a new laptop that you can see that's in the in my community post, and I've never really done a live like this to where I would have to start looking around in the settings to make things a better quality. Now that's for screen capture. Rocket, go. And I don't even know where the microphone is. No, not like that. Since I don't know where the microphone is, it's probably, up right up by the webcam. But I was thinking about getting an actual good webcam, at least a 4K, and get like a real good 20-foot cable. However long I would need in order to have it to where I could put it in different places. That way that could be live and regular videos. The mic. I really don't want to do lives. I just want to do live because what I'm doing now. I watched 5-10 books. Oh. Yeah, it could just be where I'm at, the cat walking around, interfering with the Wi-Fi, choppy Wi-Fi. Me not knowing all this equipment. Rocket, go. Or just having this too far away. Or your volume is low. I don't know. I'll get my tea. But I am a little raspy, runny nose. But this, this video doesn't really go with the rest of my other types. So I figured I was like, well, I'm going to open this up. And there's nothing, there's a lot of things that are better than opening up a new computer. But to be able, that's what I got now to, it's like a new sock feeling. Like, yep, things are going to start running a lot better. So as I was explaining to Mark, or Classic there, so this is replacing it. I got the one that I have now like 4 years ago. If you're interested in like very, very unique guitars and musical instruments associated with famous people, including their cars, automobiles, and hearses, see if you can make it connect with Classic Computers. And he does a lot of computer stuff as well. That's what I was meaning with that one. It's just, the social marketing. Just this is what Mark does, and I've known him since. It's got to be 10, probably 15. I don't know. He's out in California. I'm here. We've never personally met, but just a cool guy. Cool people like cool people. And it could be that I think that I'm sounding loud. I know I'm talking loud enough. And I bring my tone back down because it rings in my ears because I'm all stuffy and sick. But the computer I got, I want to say like 3, maybe it was 4 years ago. It was a summer after we moved here, so 20 or 21. It wasn't 20, it's 21, August of 21. Moved up here. That winter, got the computer that I have now. The one I had before, that thing was, and it was a massive, and it was a tower I had forever. It's a big Cooler Master AC2S 910 or 920. The tower itself, the bare bones, with no fans, no nothing, just the tower itself was like 30 pounds. Bare bones. It was a massive, just solid freaking aluminum tower. And I got that in the trash a long, long time. And that's what I just put all my computers in forever. And it just got too big, too bulky to really want to do. And I had handles that really want to deal with. And then got the one that I have now, which that's like a Asus 320 Rock K integrated graphics. So it doesn't have the graphics port. Or whatever it is. Like an $80 board now, whatever. 16 gigs of CL4 RAM. That's in the other one. A Ryzen 3700 K or X. It's the highest one that I could get for that motherboard to not bottleneck anything else. And the card is a AMD, the one on the other computer is an AMD RX 570 or 670. So it's nothing super awesome. But 4 years ago, when I got that, that stuff was already like 3-4 years old. Maybe the card was a little older. The motherboard was a good entry level board. But for that computer, I paid $216, upgraded the C, and I don't remember all the exact math, but I upgraded the CPU and the RAM, sold the CPU that came with it and the RAM that came with it. And then I sold off the old stuff that was on the old board. And that card was I want to say it was a 690 for the win, FTI or TI, FTWTI. I don't remember. But that was like a $400 card then when I went to sell that. So either way, all that stuff is now being replaced with this stuff, which I've already showed. So like an echo chamber now in regards. So yeah, low light quality, low all kinds of stuff, because this laptop is a lot better one than I don't know if it'll even fire up. So for anyone who's going to see this now or later, right? So my daughter's name is Astrid. It starts with an A, and we have this like big wood block thing, like an inch thick. And it's like a metal, aluminum, that wavy aluminum stuff that it was sitting on top of this in another area, right by the intake. Right by the intake. This is just, it's so bad. And I was like, you know what? I mean, I could find the power cord, but this is, I think I put an extra 2 gig or 4 gig of RAM in it. So it's either 4 gigs or 8 gigs, probably D3, in a Pentium Silver, Intel Pentium Silver. Here we go. Silver N5000. So it's a notebook exclusive. 4 gigs, so I probably have 8 gigs, and 1 terabyte hard drive. So this, I'll look at the battery and see when that battery serial is on it. If I can read the battery year. I mean, some of these do have the year on it, but printing is so fine. These got to be 10 years. This has to be like 10 years old. (2018), 8 years old is this battery. So it could have been replaced, unlikely, but yeah, almost the bottom, not quite, but almost the bottom. No, it's not even, it's an HP actually. See if the model sells for $50, $70, because then I'll end up making $20 on something, $30, but it's electronics. I don't know, maybe I'll figure something out about it. But it was time. Oh man, it's time to upgrade the laptop as well. So we only wanted to run this for about an hour in case there's anybody wanting to go in and see anything about the computer. I guess we're getting to this point now. It's like $500, $495 after tax and shipping. The card is well over a $200 card. It's a super, I want to say an 8 gig presidential series, whatever it is. I got to look back at the listing. Looks like your basic good enough RAM. No, like Rip Jaws or Vengeance or anything. That's probably something I will end up doing. It's an i9. I forget exactly. Some fans, water cooled, but it looks like as the hot air is going that way, if the fan's going this way, that's going to be, but if it is pushing out, it's pushing out the front, which is fine. It's still displacing the heat at the highest part where the heat's at. But that really helps because that pushes heat into where I'm at, which is downstairs. And not really the best insulated apartment with poor windows and caulking. So extra heat while you're already using it, may as well use it while you're already producing it. But I'm going to put the side panel back on this. Take me the power cord and the 650 watt. That's one thing I don't want to do. So it's a TX 650, probably a bronze. Gold color is going to be a lot shinier than that. Well, I really don't know because of that now. But I'm going to guess a bronze. There's a nice SSD back here. I'm going to guess there's another one somewhere else. I'm not going to tinker around with the cable work. It's all zip tied and tucked away. So I'll take leftovers from my PC and part those out and make that money on that, because the last transactions I did from the stuff that I have now to the stuff I had before, I ended up in the positive. So the computer I have, not this one, the other one, the one that this one is, the one this one replaced. This one is replacing, I should say. Whatever I sell from that is going to be, mostly profit minus all the fees and shipping. And so whatever that's going to be, $200-300 net from all that, then awesome. And that's how I do it every couple of years. Well, not a couple, like 3-4 years. When the time comes to want to replace my PC, I find a part's not working, preferably where I'm going to start at, see if it's just somebody's like, cable got disconnected, I don't know what's going on. And let's just say it's an iBuyPower or CyberPower or Cybertron, Powertron, whatever those are called. And you get like a $2,000 PC for $300. Now, granted, there was a markup of iBuyPower, so if you do like a parts picker, you're still getting like a $1,500 PC for a couple $100 because a SATA cable got disconnected or something. So I always check those ones first, and then just dig around. If I don't find any within there, then I'm going to go to just what's used, and I'm granted going to end up having to pay a little more money most of the time. But this one turned out to be fair enough. It's at least $1,000. I paid $5. I'm going to get $250 back. So I paid $250 for a $1,000 PC. However that translates. So who's ever here, I want to make this about an hour. Awesome. Thanks if you came by. Checked it out. Oh no, I still got 10 minutes left if that's the case. But I'm just drippy now. Under the weather. So thanks for stopping in, commenting. Again, this is just, it's not typical of my types of videos that I do. So this is just going to be kind of a standalone. Must be annoying. It's just going to be a standalone video. That's better. Just to kind of show that the PC I got and the methodology and some of the logic I have behind on why every few years I'll update, but I did need something that was a lot better because, believe it or not, with even mid-grade stuff that's pushing 6, 7, 8 years old, just the standard methods and type and style and format of videos that I do, there's plenty of times when it'll sound like YouTube going real slow. It'll be bad, and pages will freeze up. So, I mean, the nature of the beast is at it. So I needed something that was a lot better than what I have now. So this will do for at least another 2-3 years. We'll see. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks. Oh, it's not push button. We're a touch screen. Stop immediately and you will no longer be live. And